see. Let's do this. Oh, looks like I have connection issues again. All right. So let's see if it's even working. All right. Oh, no. Looks like we are going to have connection issues. Let's see, join a network. The fuck? Good times, good times. Let's see. Network here I'm not seeing. All right, there it is. Let's join now. It's going to die out for a minute. All right. So let's see. I'm guessing. All right. So we're back. All right. Jesus Campos, man. Fuck this guy. I got interrupted last time and had some shit to take care of. So I had to cut it short. So I'll go back through this. It's going to be a lot of redundant shit. But it's Jesus. It's been redundant since the beginning. 4 years talking about this fucking guy. Turn that down. Don't need to hear that shit. Okay. Detective Penny with the Force Investigation Team. Let's see. Recorded statement. Date. He deployed Manly Bay as occupation security officer. The interview is referenced. So his home address is. Let's see which occurred. Date of incident. Yeah, we know. This interview is taking place October 4th. Current time. Interviews take place Manly Bay, 32nd floor, room number 32124. So, yeah, interviewing people, 32nd floor. That's probably why they put that wall up originally, to allow the FBI to do their fucking shit. It's crazy, man. I mean, this guy walked back down that hallway. If shit really went down the way this guy says it went down, walk back down that hallway and see all the fucking bullets that were pulled out of the wall. Let's see, it's October 4th. They may not even pulled them out yet, man. He may have just been taking a cruise, checking out the holes in the walls. Pretty trippy. Anyway, also present for the interview is representative. Yeah, don't give a shit. Union representative, go fuck yourself. Let's see. Can you state your name for me, please? Yeah, so let's see who else is here. Let's see, union rep. Let's see, Chris statement. So just the union rep. Just the union rep. How come everyone else got like fucking lawyers and shit? This guy got a union rep. That's fucking weird. All right. My name is Jesus. All right. Oh shit. You understand it's being recorded? The firm. Who the fuck talks like that, man? I say it every time, man, but the same thought comes to mind every time I read that shit. Affirm. This guy's fucking Navy SEAL in his dreams. All right. Okay, you're working the night of October 1st. Tell me what you're doing. I brought you into this incident that we're investigating. Approximately 2200 hours, I received a call from dispatch. Told me to go check the doors. That we have a hot sauce system that indicates the door is propped open for a long period of time. Okay. On my patrol, I was in the last room, which was on 30. I was on my way to 32129 as I approached the stairwell from 31st floor to the 32nd. The door that leads to the stairwell to the hallway was locked or secured. Locked. It wasn't locked. But whatever. You're right second time, bro. But you fucking doubled down on that lock shit. Let's see. And I thought it was out of the ordinary because those doors are always open. So I dropped down to the 31st floor. I went down the hallway into the elevators. I believe it was the center core elevators. And then from there, I walked all the way down to the last room on the left, which is a door that leads to the stairwell. As I observed a metal bracket that was keeping the door shut, I called our security dispatch. Okay. Let's see. Walked all the way down the last room. Okay, so dropped down 31st floor. Not according to the cops. Not according to the official narrative. Yeah, they're calling you a liar. So yeah, wherever the cops got that, he went up. It came from, I guess, footage. It did not come from this interview. All right. I went down the hallway into the elevators. I believe it was the center core elevators. How do you not know? How do you not know center core? I mean, come on, bro. Like, where the fuck did you go? Like, you had to fucking remember. Where the fuck did you go? Like, don't give me this. I think, I believe. Man, the fuck. All right. And then from there, I walked all the way down to the last room on the left. Is the door that leads to the stairwell. As I observed, metal bracket that was keeping the door shut. Called our security dispatch. So, okay, last room on the left. Yeah. Door leads to the stairwell. Yeah. Okay. Of course, no timetable here yet that we can discern. Let's see. As I observed, metal bracket of the door is shut. I called the security dispatch. Which, okay, yeah, probably believe that. They say they weren't aware to contact engineering. Contacted engineering. So, did you though? Did you though? I mean, I guess it's a play on words there, but you know, did you contact engineering, or did they get in contact with engineering, or did they transfer you to engineering, or did your dumbass fucking call engineering? Of course, we have an answer to that, but didn't come from this statement. Let's see. They stated they weren't aware of the situation either. At that moment in time, I heard noises, which I assume were drills or like a very loud drill. Um, okay, so I guess context is missing. So I believe, let's see, Allsbury, I believe what he said was that he was on the phone with Campos, and Campos told him about the bracket. He said, and then Campos said something like, "Hold on, I hear some drilling on the other side." So at that point, he tells him, "Well, dummy, go up, down, go up and down, go up a level, down a level, to go see if you can catch that guy on the other side of the door." Because Salisbury doesn't even realize, I guess, that what side of the door he's on, where the door's at. Whatever, dude. He doesn't realize what side the L bracket's on, which I guess, whatever. Confusion. Doesn't know what the fuck Campbell's talking about. I don't know. Because, I mean, yeah, he's on the other side. So if the dummy was bracketing all these doors, when you bracket them on the other side, I mean, I don't know. Whatever, dude. Um, But Campbell said he heard drilling in the stairwell, so I guess maybe he's assuming the guy's going down every floor, putting these brackets on. Yeah, I guess go up and down floors. Yeah, you don't. He's not necessarily. I think. I don't know. I thought he was. He made it sound like Campos was talking about in the stairwell. He thought there was somebody in the stairwell actually bracketing these doors, but it's on the other side. I don't know. Whatever, dude. These people are all fucked up, but it doesn't really fucking matter because we know what happened. So. Let's see. I contact engineering. They say they weren't really situated. A very loud drill. So I started walking away from the room. Well, dude. Started walking away from the room. Okay, so you had to get out of the room first. I don't know. This is all like weird, man. This guy's just like skipping around, but I would think you'd say, okay, so I had to get out of there, leave the room, or once I left the room, I started walking away. Um, but he didn't pose it like that. I don't know. Whatever. Did he just like open the door? Did he open the door and sit in the doorway of the? Uh, but then they say use the house phone. So that's I don't even think that's really a possibility. But I mean, they sit there with the door propped open, his door propped open. So he, like, think about it. He's looking at this bracket thinking, oh shit, somebody just locked this bitch up. So maybe, maybe they're going to lock me in here. Maybe I'm going to get fucking, they're going to drill a bracket once I get into this fucking place. So maybe he held the door open, right? I mean, maybe he's that smart. Maybe he's smart enough to figure that out. So maybe he sat there with the door open, his foot in the door or something like that, and just kind of held that door open. Imagine if he pushed the cart into the door. Oh shit, conspiracy theory. Anyway, whatever. That didn't happen. Would have pulled that camera right off that cart. But so anyways, I'm guessing Campbell's probably sat there holding the door open a little bit, fucking maybe he was on the house phone, holding the door open. I don't fucking know. I don't even know if you can do that. I don't know if that's physically possible, if they're close enough. I think they are, though. Anyway, could have done his cell phone. Could have used cell phone. I think there's conflicting reports on that shit. So we'll see if he says later. I'm not sure if it's in this report where he talks about which phone he used. Let's see. I got in front of 32129. That's when I heard gunfire. You mean pellet gunfire? You mean someone shooting a BB gun at you? Is that what you mean? Let's see. As I got in front of 32129. How convenient, man. The room that you were there to check is the room that you ended up getting shot at in front of. That's something. That's definitely something. All right, 32129. As I got hit, I was pinned in front of 32121, 32123, not according to the official fucking narrative. So once again, the LVMPD is calling you a liar. I don't know where they got that information because there is nowhere they can possibly get that information except, I guess, Shuck. So whatever. We'll talk about Shuck later. Well, Campbell's won't talk about Shuck because he never fucking did talk about Shuck. Let's see. I noticed I was bleeding. And at that moment in time, got over the radio and my mobile phone to contact dispatch. The shots were being fired and that I was hit. I gave him the location 32135 because that's where the shots were coming from. Later at that time when he dispersed. Okay, so I gave him location 32135 because that's where the shots were coming from. So at this point, he's saying, and then later, I think he'll contradict this. At this point, he's saying he knows where the shots come from. He knows they're coming from 32135, which I would tend to believe, right? Guy's standing, 15 feet away from that door because I believe 32129 is only about maybe 15 feet at the most. I mean, that's probably being generous, but about 15 feet, right? So as soon as this son of a bitch starts shooting through the door, and you start hearing the jackhammer going, that door would start getting shredded. You'd start seeing, holes pop up in that door. And if you're legit in front of 32129 when that shit starts, that's the wall that got fucking chewed up the most. And it probably happened during this. Which amazingly enough means Paddock was really fucking good shooting through a fucking blind door, looking at a fucking camera. That's pretty fucking crazy. But nevertheless, I think we can pretty much rule in that actually happened. But yeah, I mean, I ask people this all the time, man, and nobody ever wants to venture into the speculation. Even people love speculating on shit. Never want to venture into this, but how'd that go down, right? How does it go down? This fucking guy, this piece of shit, is walking down that hallway, and all of a sudden, here's the fucking jackhammer behind him, and he's not going to immediately start running because he's not going to know what the fuck that is. I mean, maybe it's possible he was scared, because he heard a drill and it's all of a sudden shit's getting creepy because he's afraid he's going to get locked into the stairwell or some crazy shit like that. And, fucking gonna be reliving a Saw movie or some shit. But, but he walks out of that door, doesn't know fucking shit's happening. Just knows some crazy shit with the brackets going on. Doesn't know there's a shooting downstairs because there wasn't a shooting at this point, I don't think. I mean, according to the narrative, there was, a couple people shot down below. He didn't know anything about that. He didn't even hear it. All he heard was drilling. Right? So even if the drilling noise was actual gunshots, it doesn't fucking matter. This guy thinks it's fucking drill. So why would he run immediately when he started hearing that fucking jackhammer? So what did he see? What was the trigger for the fight or flight situation here? Said holes being punched in the door. The wall 32129 crumbling in front of him. I mean, what was the trigger? It wasn't him getting hit. He didn't get sawed in half. So and he started running apparently by the time he got nicked in the fucking calf. Anyway, so interesting to me what that scene would have looked like. All right. I noticed I was bleeding. All right. At that moment in time, I got over the radio. And like the whole thing with the hot sauce, man. I mean, I'm sorry, dude, but I don't know. The hot sauce is a weird fucking thing because I sat there with the door open for 2 hours and 10 minutes, man. I didn't even get a phone call. Nothing. Get anything. And it was legit open, man. I had the freaking deadbolt fucking gauge and that thing open. Nobody said a word. So that's interesting. Let's see. Of course, that was during COVID times. They probably had manning issues, labor issues, all that sort of shit going on. So who the fuck knows? Let's see. I noticed I was bleeding at the time, at that moment in time. Got over the radio, my mobile phone to contact dispatch. Shots were fired and that I was hit. I gave him the location 32135 because that's where the shots were coming from. Were they though? I mean, did you really? I guess, yeah. I mean, they were saying in the elevator. I think they actually pinpointed the door. I think Allsbury actually pinpointed the exact door 321-135. I think is what he said in the elevator footage. Not sure, but Varson cam. It's in there. Let's see. Later at that time, when he dispersed full magazine, I don't know if he started shooting back outside. Okay, so dispersed full magazine. I don't know if he started shooting back outside. What are you saying, dude? What the fuck? Speak fucking English. This sentence makes no goddamn sense because, I mean, we know he didn't fire full magazine at Campos. So is he talking about shooting outside? Is this sentence just confusing and nondescript to the point where he's talking about Paddock shooting outside and shooting a full magazine outside because he hears a shit ton of rounds go all at once and then all of a sudden silence? But because he can't be talking about the hallway. I mean, especially in the afterthought of this bullshit, unless he's being coached, and this is all like, which I'm sure there was a lot of coaching involved, but this is a stupid statement to be saying that, he dispersed a full magazine. And dispersed, man, who uses that fucking word? Usually people would say empty, but I don't know. This guy's trying to sound pretty fucking intelligent and official, but fuck, man. I don't know. I don't know if he starts shooting back outside. So now he could be talking about like this sentence could just be like fucked up, confusing, and he could be saying that basically he dispersed a full magazine outside. Let's see, but I don't know. that moment in time, my shift manager, my 2 units, they arrived at center court. Well, yeah, I mean, I said we're skipping around a lot here. This is like jumping around to random pages in a fucking book, you know, um, because you know that moment in time. No, dude. I mean, they didn't show up at 10:07. That just didn't happen. I mean, yeah, that didn't happen. We know what time your shift manager got up there. We have a pretty good fucking idea what time shift manager got up there. Funny enough, I just realized Alsbury never even talked about, I think, Sottle. I don't know, maybe he did. I don't remember him talking about Sottle in this thing. Okay, so my 2 outside units, they arrived at the center core. So again, timing's off here. We lost a bunch of time within this right here. We lost all kinds of time because, yeah, we lost all kinds of time. There's a big, even if we take the official narrative and we say that 10:06 Campos was hit, well, he's jumping automatically to about what 10:15 or so, something like that, because Alsbury says he was up there. When he was up there, he heard um, the last couple of volleys, which we know is probably true because so did the cops that ran down that hallway. They heard the last couple of volleys as well from the 31st floor. So honestly, I should have done this, man. I should have looked at the timing on that, even though that's not time stamped. You can figure out times through other methods and figured out exactly what time they got off that elevator, add another maybe 20 seconds of that, and say Ellsbury would have got off the elevator at that time. But who knows? I don't have that information right now. But we're jumping, right? Let's say we're jumping to about, I don't know, 10:14, 10:15, something like that. So we lost a good 8 minutes, something like that. I have a hard time believing Campos was sitting in that hallway for 8 fucking minutes as no bullets were coming down the hallway. That's kind of crazy. I think he's really fucking stupid if he actually did that. And I don't think anybody's really that stupid in a fight or flight situation like this. So I don't know. Although Alsbury said when he got up there, Campos and Shuck came running around the corner, ran into the center core or into the elevator bank, and whatever. So he says Campos was up there. Whether I believe him or not, I'm not really sure. Not really sure. I that guy's statement's full of shit, but or there's a lot of discrepancies within that statement. So we're jumping time. We're definitely jumping some time here now. I'll pose this and ask: is it possible that Campos ran down at this point already? Took maybe 2 minutes to run all the way down 200 wing, get into that service elevator, go all the way down to the bottom, start limping around down there, have somebody check his legs, say, oh, it's just a fucking little scratch, man. Probably got hit with it. Looks like a pellet gun, bro. Looks like a pellet gun. Okay, and then you end up with this fucking pellet gun shit. I don't fucking know. But through the people. And then made it all the way back up to the floor. A couple minutes, walk back down that fucking 200 wing hallway. I don't know. I mean, because somebody posed to me the question of whether it's possible that Campos and Shuck never actually ran into each other up there at the time of the shooting, that they ran into each other later. And that's why Shuck was in the hallway, did get shot at. Or Campos was in the hallway, got shot at. Shuck was in the hallway later, when there were shots coming down the hallway. And Campos made it back up there sometime throughout this bullshit. And that's the story we're hearing. He's just leaving out. Because, like I said, there's a lot of time left out right here. He's left out a lot of shit, though. So, who knows? Maybe it's just the way he talks. Maybe he's just all fucked up. Maybe he's not a good one that day. But anyway, you know, yeah. So I'm wondering if that is actually a possibility that Campos and Shuck, that the certain things are omitted so that it looks like they're both up there at the same time. Although it's kind of weird. I don't know. Shuck's statement's weird. So I don't know if I actually got Shuck's statement yet or not. I don't think I did. I know I've read it before. So I'm not sure if I did within this little thing that I'm doing. But I will eventually if I haven't. And see, at that moment in time, my shift manager, 2 outside units, so they arrived center core. I said, big leap in time there. At that moment in time, he wasn't shooting out towards the hallway. That's when I breached, made my way down center core. Okay, so he says that this was the time he went to the center core. He breached his way to the center core. Like there's some giant fucking obstacle in his way. But, you know, I don't know because this would indicate that he's lying if you know it's correct that he wasn't up there, you know, because saying at that time, at that moment in time, he wasn't shooting out towards the hallway. That's when I breached, made my way down center core. So unless we're really fucking taking things out of context here, either the guy's lying or yeah, things are just out of order. Let's see. After the center core, 4 Metro officers showed up. After the center core. Okay. So we're jumping again. Now we're at 10:17, I believe. Well, no, we're not. Because they're saying 4 Metro officers. There were 2 Metro officers, 10:17. I don't remember what fucking time it was that there were 4 up there. I'd have to go look at it again. Because that's not the kind of thing my memory fucking keeps. But but yeah, we got another fucking giant leap in time there, man. I mean, you know, I know it's just minutes, but considering what's going on here and the way he's doing the statement, that's a leap in time, man. You're skipping a lot of fucking details at this point. At that moment in time, I was given the green light to go downstairs, a 200 wing elevator down to baggage area. Okay. So I'm just going to go back. Around 10 o'clock, dispatch contacts you via radio. Yes. And says they have a hot sauce alarm. Yes. Like hot sauce, like sauce. No, SOS. SOS. So I just want to make sure because this, when this gets transcribed, I want to make it sure it's an acronym. I don't really know what it stands for. I know it's Hotel Operating System something. Whatever. Okay, no worries. So you get a hot sauce SOS alarm. And that alarm is tripped when a guest door is left open for an extended amount of time. Yes, that alarm was coming from 32129. Yes. So as you're coming up the stairs, and so you're in the 100 wing. Yes. Stop interrupting me, fucker. And the stairs are on the far end of the 100 wing where the suites are, wherever they are, at the very end of the hallway. Yes, sir. If you get to 32, you check the door and the door is secured. Yes, which is unusual. You notify dispatch. I love this narration. Just write his fucking story for him. I mean, that's what they did anyway. You know, this guy's probably the one that wrote the fucking timeline. They don't know anything about it. They tell you to contact maintenance. You contact them. They don't know anything about it. So you go down 31, take an elevator back up 32. You go down straight down the hallway into the fire exit that was secured. Those are double doors. Let's see. I love how he's framing this for him. Okay, so you have one door in the hallway that leads to a little alcove, and then the second door is what? In the stairs? Correct. And was it the hallway door, the interior door that was secured? The door that leads to the stairwell, so the inner one. Okay. Not going to ask what the bracket looked like, anything like that. I guess you already know, but whatever. Okay, so as you enter that little alcove area from the hallway, the stairwell door you see has a metal bracket fixed to it. I guess he is asking a little bit about it. Were the lights on, or were they? They were on. You see the metal bracket, and then you start to hear what you believe to be like a loud drill. I love how they say what you believe to be like a loud drill, but I guess, whatever. Let's see. Could you tell where that noise is coming from? 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 5. What? 3, 2, 1, 3, 5. Well, okay. But it's not what supposedly you said to Alsbury on the phone. So, I mean, maybe Alsbury didn't hear you right or something of that nature. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know so much about that. Let's see. Okay, so you hear loud drilling come from 3, 2, 1, 3, 5. And I mean, if you're in the fucking alcove, how are you gonna know that it's coming from 3, 2, 1, 3, 5? I guess it does back up to it. But there's a lot of reverb within that alcove, so I don't know. Like I said, it's possible the Campos actually kept the door open. So he was afraid of getting trapped in that motherfucker. But the and then he would have actually, heard it coming from 32135, I guess. But otherwise, nah, dude. If you were like, if you were inside that, if you're actually inside that alcove, both doors closed, now you ain't gonna hear that. I mean, you may hear it, but you ain't gonna assume automatically it came from 32135, which I don't know, whatever. Like I said, then if he did actually call security and tell him 32135, which sounds like in the Varson body cam, I believe. Yeah. I think Alsbury said in the elevator we have 32135. I believe he actually said the room number. So, I don't know. It's it's all fucked up. Let's see. Can you tell if it's deep in the room or right by the doors? It was deep in the room. Yeah, see, he's asking about the doors because he knows that there's a fucking drill hole right next to the doors. Okay. And it was pretty rapido. Okay, so you hear this. You obviously know that's not normal sound. So you start walking down the hallway towards center court. Yes. Right around 32129 in that area is when he dispersed shots into the hallway. Who talks like that, dude? I mean, this guy wants to be a cop so bad, dude. I'm surprised they didn't give him a fucking job as his fucking bonus for doing this. Let's see, right around 321 in that area is when he dispersed shots in the hallway. Okay, so you're insistent on that 32129 is when he was shot at. So I actually kind of believe that. He started firing shots at you. Described the shots like rapid fire, like slow, consistent. No. It seemed like an automatic. Okay. If I wouldn't have been shot, I wouldn't have known where those shots were coming from. That's a fucking statement and a half. If I wouldn't have been shot, I wouldn't have known where those shots were coming from. You're running away, dumbass. And you got hit, you got clipped in the back of the leg. There's a cart in that fucking hallway. You really can't see much. Don't know how far down the hallway he was when he got clipped in the leg. So why would you make a statement like that? Like if you wouldn't have been shot, you wouldn't have known where those shots were coming from. That's weird. That's a weird fucking statement. It's actually pretty asinine. I don't know. So you start hearing what you believe to be automatic gunfire. You get hit in your left leg. Yes. Where in your left leg? On the calf, the back calf. Okay, so you get shot in the left calf, dead center or dead center. Okay, so as you're hitting the left calf, you continue down where you get into the alcove right by 32121 and 123. Correct. You're on the radio. You're on your phone. Report your shots fired. Affirm. You're on the radio. You're on your phone. Reporting shots fired. That was a if and that was a question, you dumbass. It was not a yes or no question. Let's see. Affirm. Affirm. I love that shit. This guy's such a fucking idiot. Jesus. This guy's a fucking idiot. Literally. Jesus. Let's see. Did you look down the hallway and try to see where the gun when cell phone rings? Sorry. Yeah. Did you try? Did you look down the hallway to see where the gunfire was coming from? Let's see. You look down the hallway, see where the gunfire is coming. Negative. At that point, since I was shot, I was too afraid to pop my head out. Okay. All right. So you never looked back. Never looked back. I get that. I get that. But how do you know where the gunfire was coming from? Like if you never look back, you know, you just start jamming down that hallway, man. You never look back. I guess there's only one room at the end of the hall. I get that, but how do you know someone wasn't like fucking, popping their fucking gun around to one of the corners or alcoves or some shit and shooting at you? But I guess that's not even really realistic. If he was in front of 129, he would have been able to see if any doors actually open. Although someone in he could have been shooting out of 134. I mean, not that this didn't happen, or this did not happen, but he could have technically been shot by somebody sticking out of 134, shooting holes into 134 over into 129. And then the fucker starts running. The person could have come out of 134 and then start shooting down. I mean, there's all kinds of scenarios where it did not. It could have been from another area, but I don't know. Whatever. Well, fuck ever, dude. I guess there aren't that many scenarios, so whatever. Let's see. I just think that statement earlier was stupid. Him saying, "If I wasn't shot in the leg, I wouldn't have known where the shots were coming from." Okay. But I knew the last room was where the shots were coming from. How did you know that? That would be the correct question. Okay, and then so you're there, you're already in communication with dispatch, you've got help on the way, you have and what was I don't know what the redacted is. And all three are armed security. Okay, these are fucking names. So Sottle, I don't know the other two guys' names. Don't care. Let's see. And all three are armed security, yes. Two are outside units and the shift manager. Oh, shit. Sottle went up there, I believe, with Alsbury, and I believe they went up there alone. It was just those two. At this point, let's see. You're in communication with dispatch. You got help on the way. Are all armed security? Yes. Two of our outside units and a shift manager. So they arrive and they're at the center core. While you're pinned down, you're hearing continuous gunfire. Correct. And you were unsure if it was still coming down the hallway at you or if he was directing it outside. Correct. About how long did that gunfire go on for? To be completely honest, at that moment in time, the adrenaline, it seemed for a long period of time. Okay. I cannot say how long it was. However, I can guarantee you that it was at least a full magazine. Okay, so he's saying the full magazine was fired down the hallway. Not sure what makes him think that. I have no idea why he seems to think it's full fucking magazine. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a stupid statement. That's a dumb statement. Oh shit. Let's see. I don't know how many rounds it carries. Well, if you don't know how many rounds it carries, then how do you know it's a full fucking magazine, you dumb fuck? Um, but it was a full mag. He's like insistent on this shit. There's no way for you to fucking know that. This guy's a fucking idiot. All right. Okay, so it's going on for a while. You're wounded. Your guys can't get to you because there's a long hallway. Correct. And at some point in time, you decide, do you think, hey, he's no longer firing down the hallway, he's focusing all his attention outside? Yes. Thanks for fucking giving him the answer. Now we're playing fuck Jeopardy with this shit. And when you believe his attention is focused outside is when you make a break for it and you run to the center core. Let me tell you your story, Jesus. Correct. And when you get to center core, you meet your what the fuck, man? I mean, what is going on here? Did this cop, I mean, there had to have been a pre-interview, an unrecorded interview. This guy knows his story and is giving him his story. Um, with things that I don't even think he should really know. Um, he believes potential folks outside. I mean, I guess he did say he thought he was shooting outside or something like that. Let's see. At some point in time, do you think that he's no longer firing down the hallways? Focus all his attention outside. Yes. Let's see. Your guys can't get to you because there's a long hallway. He never said that. He never said that. He never said his guys were fucking worried about getting to him. I mean, just weird shit, man. He's just like making shit up. The cop is making shit up, making up the story. So that's weird. That's just strange. When you get to center core, you meet up with your guys, and that's when 4 of our guys are also coming to the center core. Correct. Coming to the center core, they're already there. I think you said they're already there. And did you speak to those officers to give them information? I mean, we do see, Campbell's talking with a group of officers there. I just don't remember if he was up there 10/17 in that cam footage. I don't know. I have to go back and look. I don't know. I'll get to it eventually. And then I'll have to come back to this and deal with this shit again. Slightly, I told him I believe that he was shooting through the peephole. Peephole. So that information, the peephole bullshit, got down to the control center, I believe. So did the pellet gun bullshit. Got down the control center. So if you told these cops, and these cops tell the other cops, those cops start spreading that information throughout that room, and next thing you know, everybody's talking about the people. I don't know. I've never examined that footage that closely because it's just a pain in the ass. But I know other people have, but I don't know about that. I'm curious where how him saying this shit at the people, if this is true that he told the cops that in the hallway, and those were the people he told, unless he said the same damn thing over the cell phone, I guess, then that could end up his conversation down there. Let's see. However, at a later time, I found out what he actually had: a setup of tables and the camera. Wait, a setup of the table and the camera. So Jesus calling it a table? Table? Really? I mean, this is before we had any of this information. So did they originally tell him it was a table that was out there? Instead of the cart, I mean, or is he just calling the cart a table? I don't fucking know. Okay, saw that in the news. I was told by multiple people. Okay, so people told him. So rumors are flying around. But at that time, you didn't notice that. Yes, I didn't notice that. Do you remember the cart being in the hallway? Nope, I don't remember any carts in the hallway. I don't remember recalling any carts in the hallway. Now, with this shit, oh, I know, like, there's been that one dipshit that's been talking about all the Jesus stuff lately and going off on crazy speculation about Jesus possibly fucking with the cameras on the card or some bullshit like that. There could be a very simple explanation to this. Although it would run into speculation, but it's very possible. The whole idea here, as far as I'm concerned, is limiting liability to the Mandalay Bay, to the MGM, which is weird because they don't have a lawyer here. I would think they would have a lawyer present for this thing. I had a lawyer present for all kinds of fucking casino hosts for other hotels, for Christ's sake. I mean, I would think they would have a lawyer here for this guy. Instead, they gave him a union representative, and I don't know who that union representative is. I never really checked into him pretty hard, but so simple explanation, right? Don't say anything about the fucking cart, Jesus. Don't say anything about the fucking cart. You know, this is what happened. Shut the fuck up. Keep your mouth shut about certain things. Because if you say that you saw a fucking cart in the hallway with cameras on it, then somebody's going to sit there and say, well, man, MGM, why the fuck didn't he call downstairs and say there's cameras on a fucking cart and there's a problem in the hallway? You know, he knew about this 6 minutes or whatever the fuck, which was the original timeline. He knew about this shit that this guy was about to start shooting 6 minutes before. He should have known something was fucking off, something was weird. 6 minutes before the shooting had started, you guys should have done something. You didn't do anything, so fuck you. We're suing the shit out of you. I mean, they got to have an army of lawyers, thinking about shit. And it was obvious when the original timeline came out in 9:59, and suddenly the newspaper, some of the articles, some of the headlines were, that MGM knew about or MGM had a security guard up in next to the shooter's room 6 minutes before the shooting and did nothing. There was a headline I read, something like that. Headlines like that gotta fucking piss them off. So, especially in the mainstream media, because I think that was one of the mainstream media sites. It's like Newsweek or some shit like that. And then, so at that point, the timeline started changing, things started getting fucked up. Now, I don't remember what day it was the timeline changed. This is on the 4th right here. So, I know I got it written down somewhere, but I don't even fucking know where that is because my notes are a mess. But I'm thinking the card in the hallway was a big no-no. He says that, oh yeah, I heard about it later. And then that was probably a fuck up. I was probably, oh shit, I shouldn't have said that shit. It's told not to mention the fucking cart. But they're saying, you remember the card in the hallway? Nope. Don't know anything about that, bro. Nope, sorry, don't know anything about that. I said, simple explanation would be lawyers got to him and said, hey, don't fucking talk about that fucking cart. You didn't know what the fuck was happening. You couldn't do anything about it. Don't give him a fucking timeline. Don't tell him what time you were up there. Tell him around 10 o'clock. Don't even tell him what time we gave you the hot sauce fucking alarms, because even that would look fucking ridiculous and bad and would probably paint a timeline. Don't give him any fucking times, around 10 o'clock. It all happened around 10 o'clock. Just say that. I mean, because that's what we're seeing, So I could see something like that being a thing, right? That way the timeline's flexible. We can kind of fudge it a little bit. We could, play with timelines here and there, make some shit up. Just don't fuck things up. Okay. And then, so you had a brief conversation with our officers. You relayed to them where the gunfire is coming from. Correct. And they, let's see, tell you, or your guys tell you, hey, let's get you downstairs because you need medical attention. Correct. Correct. That's funny because just like sounding that out. Correct. Like he had to think about that. You shouldn't have had to. And so you go down to the second floor, 200 wing, where it said lower level, which is basement. Okay, so lower level, 200 wing. Yeah, second floor. Is that the pool floor? Or no, the pool's first floor. The second floor would be casino, I believe. Let's see. Okay, so lower level, 200 wing. I could be wrong about that. They could label casino as casino and second floor or something. I don't even fucking know. I just know fucking the pool's at the bottom, casinos above that, and then I don't know what's above that on the buttons. Never really looked at it. Let's see. And then staff members, do you guys have paramedics on site? Or negative. They had contacted them, but under the command that we were under, I wasn't able to leave, or they weren't able to come in to attend me. What does that mean? Fuck does that mean? They contacted them, yeah, because our one guy even says he contacted them under the command that we were under. What does that mean? What is the command that we were under? You know, your Sottle's right there, man. He's a fucking idiot, and he's he's a fucking moron, and he's right there, man. Why wouldn't he fucking? Is he your command, or is he under something else? Is there something else going on here? Are you talking about the police? Or the police fucking controlling your dumbass? I don't know. It's weird. We weren't. I wasn't able to leave, or they weren't able to come in to attend me. So that's another weird statement, sentence, whatever. Under the command that we were under. Under the command that we were under. What command were you under? Conspiracies. All kinds of conspiracies can come out of that one statement by itself. What kind of command were you under? Oh, shit. Fucking Ben Salmon was fucking running things from the Tropicana. Okay, so I had to wait about an hour and a half before SWAT medic actually looked at me. Man, why did it take a SWAT medic that long to fucking get there? Let's see, any of your people apply pressure or anything like that? We're first aid certified. Okay. So I did my best to wrap it, keep the pressure, the compression on. Okay. Let's see. At that time, I wasn't bleeding out so much, so it did stop bleeding. Okay. After I did apply the gauze and the wrap. Okay. What hospital you end up going to? St. Rose, Sienna. Okay. And I did contact Henderson voluntary at the time. Henderson. Oh yeah, he gave a statement to Henderson police. I don't have that. I know it's out there. I can get it, but I don't think I have it downloaded. Okay, so Henderson sent our detectives or officers? No, they were already there. Okay, they were already there. Wow, dude, they beat him to the hospital. They're waiting for him. I mean, you know, maybe they were waiting to see, you know, guarding the hospitals like the LVS PD were. And Jesus gives them a call. Hey, I'm heading over there. And they call their boys. Hey, just heads up, when this guy shows up, get us an interview. And then as we're walking over, you told me that you still have like fragments in your leg as we were walking over. Walking over where? You're in a fucking room. Where'd you walk from? Huh. All right. I do have a fragment in my leg. Surgeon gave me his consultation. Okay. And stated if he did try to remove it, it can cause more damage. Okay. Were the fragments removed or did they just leave it all? Negative. They're still in my body. I'm sure they probably came out by now. They probably worked their way out. Unless they're fucking lodged in the muscle or some shit. Then he's, you know, might take a little bit. Let's see. Okay, once you get shot and you're pinned down, you're hearing continuous gunfire. What was your mindset? My mindset was to contact for help. And that contact is what provided the correct information for Metro and SWAT to proceed. Yeah, you're a fucking hero. My fucking hero. Let's see. My mindset. My mindset. He doesn't even say, well, he doesn't even say that's what he did. He just says that was my mindset to do that. Let's contact for help. And and that contact is what provided the correct information from Metro and SWAT to proceed. Okay. So if you did contact someone, who'd you contact? Like who? You know, I guess his security people. Okay, were you afraid you were going to get killed? I was afraid. I was afraid of other people being afraid also. Okay. Is there anything else you can remember? Because I know you said you're off Thursdays and Fridays. Do you have any other occasion to go to that room at all? Or no, I was just doing my job. I was just responding to a hot SOS room. Okay. Do you have any other occasion? See, that's an interesting question. Do you have any other reason to go to that room? Or were you just there for the hot sauce? You sure about that? I mean, that's an interesting question. It's a very interesting question. I wonder why he asked that. I mean, he went out, he purposely asked that. That's, I don't know. And I was just fortunate enough to encounter that situation. Fortunate. You're fortunate. You win the fucking lottery, dude. You got shot in the fucking leg. Congratulations, dude. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad you're proud of yourself, man. That's quite an accomplishment. Let's see. Yeah. Do you know if there were any other calls on any other days for that room? Do you have to do any checks on that floor on Saturday when you were at work? Or, let's see, negative. I'm not in the tower frequently enough. So this guy's filling in. Okay. It just happened to be that day I was working on those floors. He's not in the tower frequently enough. So what does that mean, man? This guy walk around the casino floor? Does he guard a trash can somewhere? I mean, what does he normally do? Okay, is there anything else you could think of about the event that you feel is important that I need to know? Or if there's any questions that I didn't ask you that you think is important that we should know? Negative. To the best of my knowledge, this is the maximum amount of information that I have. Who the fuck talks like that? Nobody talks like that. Nobody fucking talks like that. Fuck, you're crazy. He's talking like a fucking lawyer. I don't know, man. Something's up with this guy. Something's wrong with this fucking guy. He talks fucked up. Okay, all right. Operator's the interview. Yeah. Time's going to be 1:10 in the afternoon. Voluntary statements completed Manly Bay Resort Casino Room 32124. October 4th of October 2017. Reviewed by B6042P. Another fucking stormtrooper. On 10/7/2017. So a couple days later. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know whether to believe this dude. Some of this, what this dude's saying. I don't know, man. This dude's fucked up. This whole statement's fucked up. There's too much conflict, man. There's too much stupid shit. There's too much bullshit. The cop is like totally giving him the narrative, like telling him what to say, basically, and unless they already did an interview or something of that nature, or maybe Jesus has got a really good memory, and this little fucking statement right here is what the cop told him. Maybe Jesus is really kind of not very smart, but has memory, and as they're walking in, he's like, I don't know what to say, and the cop's like, I just want to know, to the best of your knowledge, the maximum amount of information you have to give us, right? So this fucking guy decides to fucking say that at the end. But it's really strange. It's really fucking strange. This guy's a fucking load. And yeah, I don't know how to take a lot of this shit. Especially since, Allsbury conflicts with him to a point. Although some of Allsbury we can pick apart too and destroy that. Um, I haven't even gotten to Sottle yet. Fuck. Sottle, I mean, I've read parts of his, but I refuse to read the whole thing because I know it's just a bunch of bullshit from what everyone tells me. So I never wanted to read Sottles just because I didn't want to get fucking stuck on some crazy fucked up conspiracy bullshit. But yeah, this one here is crazy. In fact, Sottle was kind of the reason I didn't read through half of these. I stopped reading these because someone told me Sottles is crazy. And when somebody told me that it's total bullshit and it's fucking nuts, I said, I don't want to read that shit. I don't want to read any of this shit then. Fuck, waste my time with fucking numbnuts fucking saying bullshit. I want to do that, I could fucking read Twitter. But anyway. So that's gonna be it for this one. Yeah, only got through one on that, but fuck, dude, that's a big one. Hey, Zeus is a big one, man. He's fucked up. So, yeah. Have a good night. Stay safe out there. Stay out of Afghanistan. And have a good night.